Hey, what's up? So, have you guys ever thought that you could buy real estate with no credit checks, little to no money down out of your own pocket? I know it sounds crazy. You probably don't even believe me. If I were you and watching this, I wouldn't believe me either. But the thing is, this strategy of creative financing, it has changed my entire life. And it's done it in a little bit over 2 years. A little bit over 2 years, guys. I was mowing lawns and shoveling snow. So tonight, I'm going to be talking to you guys about the power of creative financing. Now I'm in Atlanta and I'm here with my acquisition specialist. So he's going to be on here tonight. We're just going to have a general conversation because we've been in a room full of millionaires getting some $1 million information at a high level. So, guys, I'm super excited to be on here tonight, man. We're kind of tired. We've been busy, so bear with us. But we had to come on here because we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. So I want you to hit that like button. All right. If you're new to my channel, consider subscribing. All right. Or you just be a player about it. Hit that subscribe button. Let's go.
I'm a go-getter. They some go-getters. We some go-getters. Hope you a go-getter. Let's get it. I'm a go-getter. They some go-getters. We some go-getters. Hope you a go-getter. Let's get it. I'm a go-getter. Hustle to the end, we some no-quitters. Knock it out the park, we for show hitters. Right, left hemisphere, that's a dome splitter. Yeah. We control our own destiny. Make moves, cultivate whole legacy. Creative finance, bring more ecstasy. The right ingredients, now that's a dope recipe.
Okay, what's good, everybody? So I got my guy on here, Coach Jerry. Jerry's down here in Atlanta with me, man. And the people are loving you, Coach Jerry. What's up with you, man?
Oh man, listen. Um, this is what I can say. It's so eye opening when you're in the room full of people. Just individuals that have accomplished so much, and when I'm having these conversations, and it's like, well, Gene, I'm just gonna say it like this, and I don't mean to be, some type of way about it. I really felt like they really thought extremely highly, not just of myself, of you, but what we were doing, because they had so many questions, right? And again, these are people that are high level in their own right, but they had so many questions, and they were wanting to find out, why is it that we were doing the things the way we were doing it and having success at it? Like, they just couldn't understand. They couldn't understand.
Well, I guess, I know for sure that I don't look like the type of guy that might have more money than a lot of them. And that's not a measure of, your success, guys. No, I'm not saying that, but it just surprises them to know because I'm unassuming about it. I don't run around like, oh, hey, when I'm in situations like this. And I said this in our private Facebook group, Jerry, that the conversation, it's about the conversations. And guys, so let me give you a little preview though of what's going on here. Okay. So my name is Gene Boykin. All right. I'm the founder of the Go Getter family. You guys are seeing some comments come up. Those are my inner circle students, and they're amazing people, high level people. This is Jerry Anderson, Coach Jerry Anderson. All right. He's our executive coach and acquisition specialist. And we have 3 deals under contract on the table right now. We'll have buyers for in a week and a half, 2 weeks at about $1 million. And we're not coming out of pocket any money. So, and Jerry was a major part of that. So guys, we teach people, how to increase their number of investment properties by 2 times, or get their first property in up to 90 days. And that's with little to no money out of their own pocket and no credit checks by becoming the bank. We're the Go Getter family. And we're buying houses all around the country. So, but we still learn, guys. We still learn. I learned from the greatest, the founder of the National Real Estate Investors Association and the Georgia Real Estate Investors Association, Lou Brown. But this is some high level information. This is the pros. And I've seen people start here, Jerry. I've seen people start here. Some people, when I first started coming, they didn't know who I was, right? But now, people are coming here because they heard about me. But see, this is the thing, and this is why I don't like press it on the Go Getter family members, because the Go Getter family is the developmental league. It's getting the fundamentals, getting a couple properties, becoming the bank, and then Jerry certified. Look, oh, Jerry got that baby blue shirt on. Okay, talk that talk, Jerry. Yeah, it look good on you. But I said all that to say, so you don't. I've seen these people come because of me. They saw me on TikTok, Instagram, whatever, and I'll come to the next training and I don't see them again. I don't see them again, and it breaks my heart, kind of, because I know what this is. It's changed everything about my life, man. I got some news to tell y'all too, but I don't see them again. So that when people ask you this, Jerry, here at this event, what we do is we prepare people for the pros. We prepare you for the pros because this is the right way to do real estate, and we're going to revolutionize. We're going to revolutionize the way that real estate is done in this country. We just are, and we're having high level conversations. So, Jerry, I had a conversation with a guy. He makes $25,000 a month net cash flow off of real estate, off of becoming the bank. Doesn't even have to spend his own money. So, guys, that's $300,000 a year net cash flow, and he does this part time. Now, his wife's a stay-at-home wife. He has 2 kids, and I know this because they're here. And I'm bringing my daughter somewhere with me next month. So that's going to be dope. I'm going to talk to y'all about that. But he does this part-time and he works full-time. High-level person. High-level, man. And he does, he's a consultant. He's a financial engineer. He takes a look at numbers and investment opportunities, but purchasing opportunities. Really, it's an equity firm, but their name is a property management name. He only works on deals ranging from 150 million to $4 billion. And I'm like, dude, now just if you're here for the first time and you have a conversation with a person like that, you'll probably shrink. Now I'm doing somersaults in my head, but he was making his way trying to talk to me because of us, who we are. You know what I mean? So these are the conversations that we're having to push the movement and to make this room younger. And like us, man, like us, because we're the future of this thing. So that's why I'm here, man. What about you, Jerry, man? You meeting some people in here? What's your experience been like so far, man? Talk to me.
Absolutely, Gene. So I had a conversation with someone today. He's a C-level executive, right, or retired C-level executive, and you just listening to his story and some of the things that he said he'd accomplished, just in life. He's an older guy. He's retired and just trying to figure his way out through retirement. And what I found, Gene, was that even within the work, even within all his success, that he didn't truly have a purpose. He didn't truly have a keen understanding of his why, other than just wanting to work. There was no meter or North Star for him to define it. And so he asked me, he said, what is this that you guys are doing? What is this that you're doing? This subject to this, how are you finding these people? How did you come to even have an understanding of what this was? Because you didn't come through the way I did.
You understand it better than most. You understand it better than most here. But there's some people missing too. I'm gonna talk about that. Anyway, yes. My bad. Go ahead.
And that's fine. That's fine. I'm just so wound up because these last couple of days have just been amazing. But going back here, he couldn't quite understand why I had the passion that I did, because I understand this to be true, that us providing value to people in such a way that they've never had anyone approach, or they've never had anyone to come and actually put a hand out for a hand up in their life, right, was something that he could not consider. And I asked this individual, he couldn't. I asked this because I asked him a very specific question. I said, what is it that you just want to get out of all this?
Now, is that specific though? That could be. That's like kind of broad.
That was calibrated. That was calibrated. But we're headed there. But we're headed there.
We're highly trained. We're highly trained guys at this too. So,
but see that brought us to a place where he had to answer the question. And out of everything that he had done, right? We're just sitting there having this deep conversation about his life and what he wanted and who he wanted to impact, right? And I could just see the tears just well up in his eyes, man.
It's serious.
Because he knew he was missing something. He absolutely felt that out of all the accomplishments, out of all the cars, out of all the houses, out of all the money, out of all the airplanes that he owns, has bought, land deals, right? that
Yeah.
he didn't feel like he could affect someone in such a way to change their life. And I felt like, Gene, at the end of that conversation, that I'd helped him find something
Mm-hmm.
that he had lost. And to me,
Mm-hmm.
man, that's more valuable than anything in the world.
Man, absolutely. Absolutely. And see, this is the whole thing, guys. So what you did, Jerry, was really, help to uplift him, man. You're bearing fruit, man. Be fruitful and multiply, and you're bearing fruit. And you're not, see, he's never considered not worrying about the bottom line first. See, people are in the spirit of competition over cooperation. They're looking at property instead of the people. You know what I mean? And so it's backwards. And for those of you guys just popping in, hit that like button, man. Get us in the algorithm because we're about to give you guys some game too. Because what we're talking about here is that we're in a room with people that most people, again, I said it at the beginning. They just, if they're like us, younger demographic, because these are all mostly older people, very rich, very wealthy in their own right. But we're buying houses by becoming the bank, taking over the existing mortgage, or creative financing, turning the seller into our bank so we don't go fill out credit applications, qualify for debt, show W-2s. I mean, Lou Brown's wife, man, was just in there, said Lou hadn't been in the bank since 1994, I think it was, it just, and I'm like, well, that's because he became the bank. I don't know if y'all know how deep that was, but hit that like button, y'all. And if you're new to my channel, consider subscribing if you feel like we bring you some value, because what we're doing out here, see, when we're in the frame of mind of cooperation over competition and uplifting each other. The only competition we have is ourselves becoming better each day. And when those around us are uplifted, and we do this with real estate. That's why he couldn't understand it, because this is real estate. These are houses, Jerry, and we get to own them. We get to own these houses while at the same time helping other people and impacting their lives. And there's nothing like it. It's ethical capitalism, but we have to have a paradigm shift. We've got to.
This gives me chills, Gene.
What paradigm shift have you had, man? Because I got to say this, Jerry's talking to this guy. He's a C-suite executive, and I don't even know what that means, y'all. I'm gonna keep it 100 because I was just mowing lawns a couple of years ago. I don't know what a C-suite executive is. Hell, maybe they call him Mr. whatever his name is. Is that what that means? This is why I love it. It's the great equalizer. It's the great equalizer, and we own assets. And Jerry, you're out here making moves, right? Because you came in the go-getter family. You had to have a paradigm shift. You were just a finance manager, worked your way up in car sales, man. Now you're over here bringing a C-suite executives to some come to Jesus moments about how they have lived their life and how they're going to execute this opportunity. And if you guys are here, you're in the go-getter family. It's a moment in time where you can change whatever it is that you want to change, right? If you're not happy with the outcome of your income, you can change it. And we're doing that. We have that purpose. So Jerry, what was your paradigm shift?
Oh, wow. This week so far?
No, just for becoming the bank, because I gotta say this. Goodness. I gotta say this real quick, man. I know I'm talking a lot, but see, Jerry came in through the Become the Bank Challenge. And I didn't even remember which one it was, because it's been so long that Jerry's been here, it seems like, because he's great at this, but I knew he was going to be great. But he came into the Become the Bank Challenge, guys, the 5-day challenge, because he wanted more. He wanted more. But so Jerry became an executive coach, and he was putting in work, for the go-getter family, like for you guys, coaching you guys, right? Getting you guys across the finish line. And now we're doing $1 million every pretty much 3 weeks, right? And we just got we're about to turn this thing up and turn on for y'all, and y'all are going to get turned on. Especially, we're going to be having a talk with you guys very, very soon. But Jerry had his performance to me, because I have high expectations, and just so you guys know, I got in Lou Brown's Platinum Mastermind, okay, today, and so it's a very small group of people. These people own 200 houses. 60. I was just telling Jerry that gentleman and his wife, him and his wife, his new wife, they just bought matching Porsches for their wedding, and he lost 7 houses to foreclosure in 1997. He told me that because I interviewed him on my YouTube, but he bounced back. So I'm sorry. I've got to bring context because Jerry came in and he was selling cars, and he's like, Gene, I'm going to quit in April. I'm done in April. Because I'm like, man, when are we done with this? You see what this is? This is the yellow brick road, guys. We can buy real estate without going to ask a bank. It's based off of knowledge and problem solving. So if you guys have questions, put them in the comments. We'll try to answer them. If Gene can ever shut the hell up, I'm working on it. But for this mastermind, next month we're going to Florida. Well, I just told my daughter before I left that I would bring her to a beach because she wanted to go back to a beach. We went to Mexico last summer, and I was just mowing lawns 2 years ago. So I'm a single father, so I'm bringing my daughter and her nanny because it's like half business, half, we're at a small beach in Florida. I'm bringing my daughter and her nanny, man. And I'm like, me and my daughter are going to fly first class. I'll probably put her nanny in economy, but she gets 5 days on the beach. So, dude, did y'all hear what I just? So anyway, just let that sit with you for a minute. So Jerry, though, he had just had his best month in what he was doing. Finance manager / car salesman, making commissions too, working from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. I never asked Jerry what he made because he was performing. Then he slumped off, and me and Jerry had to have a come to Jesus conversation, man, a deep one, because I care about him. So we are going to have a conversation that is difficult because we grow from difficult conversations, especially if we are on to something big, a new opportunity. Easy conversations, we don't grow from that. Those are pretty much a waste of time to me, man, really, because I just told you, me, my daughter, and her nanny, because she's only 4.5, she can't watch herself. Anyway, me and Jerry had to come to Jesus talk. He had to make a damn decision. And I said, Jerry, you ain't no damn car salesman. You're a real estate investor, and you're a coach, you're an educator. We are helping other people, man. Damn that job, damn it. Once I found out how much he worked and then his performance was slipping, guys, I never asked him how much he made, but he quit. He quit that next day. He quit. God damn it. He jumped off a cliff. You got to jump sometimes when you can't see the bottom. He jumped, and I never asked him how much he was making. Now, I knew he was making, 6 figures. But last night, there were some situations. We're having difficult conversations always, really, because we want to grow. Jerry said, man, Gene, I'm going to tell you, I ain't never told you this before. Well, he said it there's a group of us having a conversation. He was making $180,000 a year, $180,000. I don't pay Jerry no $180,000, not like that. We going to grow to that because we're buying these houses and shit too, but $180,000, guys. Jerry, you got kids, you got a life, and you chose this. Talk to me about your paradigm shift, man. I'm gonna take a breath.
It's the thing is this, guys, like the difficulty in having a keen understanding that it doesn't matter. And I gotta shore this up for you, okay? It was my best year. With everything that was going on, with everything that was coming in and going out, right? I was empty, man. I was absolutely empty. And, lying to myself that, and saying that thing, I'm excited, I'm ready to go. I'm just, I'm going to go attack the day, right? I'm going to go capture what's mine, right? But in my heart, I didn't feel it.
Mm-hmm.
I had to come to the point where I understood that all the decisions that I thought that I was making up to that point, right, in regards to me going to this job every day, where it's a what have you done for me lately? It's a what's going on in your little real estate bit? You're crazy. You're crazy for leaving this opportunity. You put all these years in. Yes, you're out here. People know you. They love you. Why would you sabotage your life?
Sabotage it?
Anybody from the outside looking in, not knowing me, would probably say the same thing.
They don't know you. That's key.
But they don't know my story, what I went through. To even come to that point, to have to prove that to myself, the losses that I took at that time. But here's the thing. at some point you have to recognize that everything in your life that happened, that you felt like that happened to you, it did not happen to you. It happened for you. It truly happened for you if you want to be more. And I had to consider that. I was tired. And I know some of y'all on this call, irrespective of where you are, whether you're in the go-getter family, whether you're just, out here in YouTube world, aren't you tired? Because I was. I was tired.
Sick and tired.
And the thing is, like, I knew and I know what I'm worth. And I wasn't worth waking up every day, going 30 days in, 30 days out, 30 days in, 30 days out. He wrote a zero with nothing on the back end. I'm just working to pay bills.
That's it.
Are y'all hearing me here?
That's all.
What will you go through? What will you suffer through? What will you sacrifice right now? What will you sacrifice right now to have something that you've never had? To put yourself in a position to get something that you've always dreamed of having, because you know at the epitaph, at the top of that, at the apex of this is where your purpose is, no matter whatever it is. I had to see that. And I'm not telling you that you're not going to feel angst or anxiety or fear, or that you're not alone in moments, but it's not what you feel, it's what you're going to do with those feelings. And are you going to allow those things to affect you in such a way where you can't overcome, or are you just going to waddle in it?
Man. And see, that's the whole thing. You asked, you said, what are you going to sacrifice? What are you going to give? Somebody asked me while I was here, and you know what's crazy, right? So I'm talking to a certified affordable housing provider today. Y'all will be meeting her, and my go-getter family members. You guys, we got something for you. Me and Jerry we got something for you. So anyway, we got something for you. But I'm talking to a lady today. She's the executive director of the Pittsburgh Real Estate Investors Association, the Pittsburgh RIA. And her mom, I said this in my video, I put my story, her mom, thought she was nuts. And not because of her purple hair. Her hair, not the purple hair. That's not why she thought she was nuts. She thought she was nuts because she gave up her license, occupational therapist license, to do this. And now she's the executive director of the Pittsburgh RIA, and so somebody asked me, like, where did you start? How did you? I was like, dude, I started on YouTube. But I was there, like, in it, dude, and I told him, but I have gratitude, man, because I'm willing to risk everything, risk it all of it, everything. And because I have gratitude, man, and I thank Lou, you know what I mean? But I couldn't even, I bought, listen, guys, I bought Lou, when I came here, I didn't have it. I had to do some deals. I had bet on myself. I was leveling up. I had just had my seminar. I bought Lou's whole enchilada junior. This is how the circle does itself. Because, guys, what we're telling you right now, I'm not giving you any technical game on how to do a lease option or a contract for deed, or I got you. But not tonight, because this is the foundational piece. This is the first step. We have to be there. Our mind, that paradigm shift, that new reality, because we're going to take you to a new reality within commerce, within business. Y'all don't even know. Like, you might have heard of things before, but you're going to be like, oh, I didn't even know this world. This is a world? Yes, it is. But I bought Lou's whole enchilada junior. And today I just platinum mastermind. Now that's as high as it gets now, y'all. And y'all, man, what? Lou, they was happy, But so that's where I had to start. And I gave everything I had at that moment. But I had so much reverence and gratitude for it. I didn't ask for no discount. I didn't ask for no payment plans, none of that, dude. because I had reverence, because I know what it is and I know what I'm willing to risk, and it is everything, but I'm betting it on myself, right? But then I'm also betting it on the new opportunity I found. And I've spent money on a lot of educational things. I bought someone else's subject to contracts first. Man, I give those away now. Yeah, my first contracts that I bought, that my business partner and best friend bought for me, I give those away now. So anyway, that's how the circle goes, man. So are you willing to give it all? What are you going to give? Because we'll sabotage ourselves. We'll have opportunity right in front of our face. You know what I mean? So I want to answer this question that Jill had. If you guys have a question, put where you're from too, man. I'm a small town Iowa guy. Jerry's a small town Cleveland, Tennessee guy. Somebody tried to do us kind of lightweight. Now I see subliminals everywhere. They try to do. I'm Sioux City, Iowa. He Cleveland, Tennessee. Put where you from. We get excited when we see big cities up there. I'm just playing, but what we do. But we'll be in Houston soon. We got something for you. I want to answer this question though. It was Jill. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna find it. Let me see. Oh, here it goes. Jill, I'm glad you're here. I hope you subscribe. I hope you hit that like button too. Let us know where you're from, because this is a great question. Jerry, what was the greatest lesson you learned from someone that you met, or multiple people that you met? Maybe the same lesson. Talk to me.
That I would say at this point, what I've learned so far is that you have to cause your behavior.
Man.
If you won't change, you have to cause it.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot sit on your hands and think that opportunity, and I know we all feel like, and I don't mean to be disrespectful in any way.
Right? You might feel like it is, but it's the truth.
You might, but it's the truth. It's if you think that you're so special, that opportunity is just going to continue to pop up for you in your life. Bring its lofty self down to you where you are. You got another thing coming.
Bring its lofty self down to you where you are. Think about that. Ooh,
it's not gonna happen. Now, maybe when you were younger, maybe when you didn't know, maybe when you were unlearned. But now, wherever you are, no matter what your circumstance is, you have to bring your skill and your level of mastery to a place where you meet opportunity. You have to do it.
That's deep. I got it, because Jerry's in it. Listen, I brought my team, guys. I brought Jerry. I brought Coach Jerry. I brought Coach Ileana. I brought Shafta to this training, right? Because we're gonna start just certifying our people. We're bringing y'all up through the NBA developmental league, man. Now you're about to get an opportunity to come to the pros. So you won't be students of ours. You'll be colleagues, certified affordable housing providers, home ownership helpers. But Jerry came in, and I told him before they came, I said, you know what? I said, you guys are going to be surprised, because you guys are going to be rock stars in here to these people, right? And I gotta paint a little picture for you guys. Now, listen, this information that we're getting is of the highest degree in financial literacy, real estate, financial application and implementation of high-level analytics of numbers with assets that back those numbers, and then pieces of paper like bankers in Wall Street sell. So I don't want to get too deep, but I said, Jerry, y'all are going to be like rock stars, man. They're going to be wanting, like, who is it? Where is it? You know, because the go-getter family. But I don't come in here like, oh, I'm the go-getter family. Where are they? I don't do that. No, that's not what I do. You know, my actions speak for me. And I knew that my team's actions would speak for them. Jerry's actions are speaking very, very loud for him right now. Very, very loud. You hear it throughout the whole hotel, doggy. So Jerry is like surprised, like these people, man, they own 50, 60 houses. They may not be doing creative finance deals and subject to deals, but and they don't even look like they're unassuming. They are the most unassuming. That's why the room, they are very unassuming people. Um, the community isn't as strong as our community. Like, I love y'all, man. I love Shauna, Cat, Molly, Carlos, man, Rocco, Clyde, man. I don't want to miss nobody. Giselle, Amani. If I miss you, I'm sorry, man. Bridget, all of y'all, I love y'all, man. But we rock with each other, and so we bring a different energy. We bring a different purpose because it ain't about the money, man, and it can't be first. It's got to be about how you can help people. And we get the opportunity to have the knowledge on a high level that allows us to help people and get real estate guys with no money out of our own pocket too. And you can do this at a high level and you just pretty much become a finance company with a lot of assets. Jerry, no, no, they don't know. We trying to bring y'all because this is a movement. This ain't a moment. It is a movement. And this is us. So that room, most people, if you're like us, you would be in that room like the people I see that don't come back. The information is super high level, okay, and then you stick out like a sore thumb. Amy, the president or the executive director of Pittsburgh RIA, she told me she started a women's group and then she got on the RIA, but she did because when she was there, she was nervous to talk because it was all old white men. I mean, and I'm sorry, these are just facts. Now don't be mad at me for a fact. And a lot of people have been mad at me the past couple of days for facts. So if y'all want to be mad, well, then fuck, be mad. Guess what? I'm still going to eat. Guess what? I'm still taking my daughter and her nanny to Florida next month. Right? So come on, y'all. Forget about that. You got to work. What about, this is the lesson that I learned. Because this is what Lou was saying, like what you said, man, what are you doing to cause? And then we've got to do things to cause other people to react the way that we need them to react, really. So we've got to get high level at things. But this is what I learned, Jill. Great question. What I took away. Man, there's a lot, man. There's a lot. But there's a lot. Yeah, I'm talking about. Y'all think we drop pixie dust all over real estate? And guys, before I forget, because I'm gonna forget, because we're getting deep tonight. Reason why we're even on here, man, we're in Atlanta still. We got another day left. I'm not getting back until late tomorrow. The Become the Bank Challenge 8 starts Monday, June 12th. It starts Monday, June 12th. There's a limited amount of seats available for the challenge, but and I'm hype about it, man, because we got an elite crew. I've seen some new lives. I haven't got to watch them yet, but I'm gonna watch them tonight because I don't sleep. And I don't want to sleep. I'm excited about every moment, every second of my day, every millisecond of my day. I'm excited about it because it has all changed because I did everything that I could to cause it to change. I didn't let my ego get in the way. When I was wrong, damn it, please tell me where I'm wrong and how I can change it, how I can adjust it, because I need to get better. Because what I'm doing right now and where I am at, it isn't going to work in the place that I want to be, where I'm at now. And I knew it wasn't going to work here. So I had to be humble. I had to have humility. But I'm going to tell y'all this. God set me down a few times when I needed to be humble, and I didn't think that I did. And when God sets you down now, he'll set you down. But see, if you learn from it, well, then you can elevate again. So the lesson that I learned, though, was, man, of the many lessons that I learned, and it might even be an observation, a lesson that I observed, guys, because we're in a room with people that are different from us, man. There's one lady, she's asking a lot of questions, you know, and they seem like beginner questions. And I tapped Jerry. I said, Jerry, she owns 40 houses. These seem like beginner questions to us, to me and Jerry, to the crew, to the Go-Getter family. She owns 40 houses. But they're looking at us with reverence and respect and admiration. So you can be anybody. You can be anyone. I graduated third from last in my high school class. I have made every bad choice that my circumstances put in front of me. Every bad choice. But what I have done beyond that was take accountability and responsibility 100% for my shit. And in doing that, it allowed me to see clear. Because guys, I say this a lot. We're born looking like our circumstances, but we die looking like our decisions. And if we get to that tipping point, man, and we make one bad decision, it is a slippery slope at the top when you're trying to ascend and you're giving what you think is all you got to ascend. And you get to that tipping point and you make a bad decision, your ego gets in the way and you think, I don't know, but you make a bad decision. Oh, that ascension, it stops. It stops now, but it's not like a fast drop. No, it ain't off a cliff. You're at a tipping point. So when you tip, you just tip. It's a 2 millimeter shift, and then you slowly descend. You slowly descend. So me having gratitude, being thankful for my difficulties, being thankful for knowing that I did not know, and I don't know. I don't know what I don't know, and I'm willing to accept that and open up my ears and my mind to knowing what I don't know. That tipping point, gratitude. I tell Lou how thankful I am, man. I told him today. I got up there today before I even got in platinum. I was undecided still because I got other things going on, and I just dropped a big old bag on a mistake that I made when I first started. But I said it today, man. I said, lucky enough, I dropped a couple of bags on mistakes that I've made for y'all, really, and for me and for my family. Now y'all don't have to make those mistakes. But I said, Lou, I said, I'm thankful, man. I'm so thankful because when I made these mistakes that caught up to me a year and a half, later, I didn't even know those were mistakes, obviously, then. But I kept moving, I kept pushing, and you were out here, and I worked my way, gave everything that I had, man, and I showed people who I was. I didn't go tell them and expect them to give me anything. Fuck, I still don't, man. I was talking to him today about the platinum, and I'm like, shit, I forgot. I just won an auction a few months ago for $5,000, and I ain't even got that time with Lou yet. I'm up for real, but I'm still with reverence talking to him, like, you know what I mean? With respect, gratitude. Because I said, Lou, this information was out there, man. You were out here. You suited up for me, Lou, when I wasn't even in it because I couldn't afford it. And so with that, I was able to make enough money to clean up my mistakes. But I let go of that money quick. I don't give a fuck about that, dude. I don't care about that money. I don't care about the mistake either. I accept it. Man, I made that mistake. Boom. What do I need to do to clean it up? All right, now what do I need to do to keep moving forward? Because we got things to do. So you all are somebody, like Jerry said, you deserve it. You deserve it and you're better, man. So listen, we have the Become the Bank Challenge, 5-day challenge. And in that challenge, you're going to get to change. You're going to get the chance, the opportunity to ascend. Like Jerry and I and Molly and Anuket and Carlos and all of us, Shonda, all of our people, man, are ascending. Shonda just got back from an 8-day cruise. She just got her third property too. Now she's only been with us a couple of months. You're going to get the opportunity to change your life and to walk through life with dignity while helping other people and getting to own houses for it. And I don't know if what I just said made any sense, Jerry. Did it make sense, brother? Because it sounds crazy.
It absolutely makes sense. Just oh man, there's so much to share, man. I mean, there's just so much to share. I mean, when you talk about the power that you get back with what we can do with this information that's been absolutely hidden from us, because so it's not like it's not been there, Gene. It was there the whole time.
Suppressed.
It was put in it was put in a place for others to see that were not like us.
Yep. But not even in mass, the others, though. Not even in mass. Like a few of them.
And to hear it, to get these gems for the first time, y'all. It just brings tears in my eyes, man, because I'll be 40 this year. Now, some say I look a little younger, but still.
Oh, man, you just look like this. You about to be 40, man. You better quit.
About to be 40 this year. But seriously, My whole life, this has been hidden from me. My whole life, almost. And to hear someone say it to me plainly, in plain clothes, with there's no puzzles, there's no rhymes, there's no rhythm, there's no reason, just simple, in simplicity, in clarity. And here it is, Jerry. There's no way I can look away. I can't look away from that.
Why would you? Why would you? You were ready. You were ready to receive. You was ready.
It's life-changing. It's life-changing. It's like, listen, y'all, it's like somebody walked up to you. You're sitting on your porch on a Sunday. Somebody walks up to you, drives up in a black limo, hops out and says, are you so-and-so, so-and-so, so-and-so? We're here from the clearinghouse. Here's a check. You just write what you want on it.
Hold on. We got to, because see, Jerry, you knew, see, Jerry came through the challenge, y'all. He came through the challenge, and in that challenge, I don't just open up my inner circle just to anybody and whoever, because we have something that we're doing here, guys. We have a purpose, and see, when you have a purpose, it changes you. It does something to you. It has to. Otherwise, it isn't a purpose. It has to do something to you because it pulls you strong, and if it doesn't, these distractions will pull you. They'll pull you to the side, your past, your friends, your whatever, man, bad choices. This purpose pulls you. But Jerry, see, you came in and you knew like it was the opportunity. But see, you thought that what got you to where you were at before you got here was gonna work here. Cause I'm like, hold on, Jerry, now. We still gotta talk about them mailers. Yeah, look at you. That's when we had to have our conversation, because see, Jerry came to the new opportunity and he was trying to do, whatever it was that he was doing before, man. So what was that you were doing before that you thought would work here?
I felt as if like some of us do, that all the things I've learned or I had learned up to this point were going to work, that they were going to magically work, because that's how life should work, right? Not taking into account, I'm just saying, not taking into account that you have to now elevate yourself to a point where it makes sense, where you're not out here, punching at the wind. You're flailing. That's what I was doing. I wasn't willing to admit that I did not know enough at that time to get what I needed to get, to complete the work that
I got to tell the story. I
Sure.
got to put you on the hot seat. Because I want people to know. Y'all got to know this. Y'all got to know this, that this ain't all rainbows and damn it Skittles falling out of the sky into your mouth. Just because you can buy houses with no credit checks, no qualifying for debt, no showing W-2s, no showing proof of income, no needing hundreds of thousands of dollars. Yes, we buy investment properties that way, and I own a lot of them. Damn it. And then we're around the country now too. And Jerry owns a few too now. We about to get this bag next week for him. Jerry about to get his first big old real estate bag. And so, but this is the thing. It's not all rainbows and Skittles. I'm going to tell him what the situation with me and Jerry was. And I'm going to tell him fact for fact here, because we've got to change. We've got to become more if we want more. And
that's right.
If we're not getting the results that we want to get, well, that means that we've got to produce some skills that we don't currently have, so that we can produce the results that we cannot currently produce.
That's right.
And so I have the highest expectations, because I bet everything on this, everything. And now it's given me every opportunity that I need. And I'm going through waves, man, what would be tsunamis in most people's lives. And I tell y'all this, see, because life comes in phases. It comes in phases, it ebbs and it flows. But when you have a specialty and have specialty knowledge, well, the ebbs and flows, those waves, they're a little bit smaller. Those bumps, they're a little less wavy, because you have some resources to help you with more choices. So what would be a tsunami to most and crush most people, man, it was some waves to me. I dropped some bags, a lot of bags I have had to drop, but money's a tool, man. we're paid in direct proportion to the value that we bring other people. And if we think anybody owes us anything, we are dead wrong. So this is what happened with Jerry. I have high expectations, and because we are helping homeowners, distressed homeowners, and then we're certified affordable housing providers. So we provide affordable home ownership to the community, guys. And affordable home ownership does not mean cheap houses. It does not mean ugly houses. It means what you can afford, because we deal in beautiful houses. As a matter of fact, in Suffolk, we have a house valued at around $700,000 that we have on the market now, and we'll have a buyer for that next week. I will have a buyer. Citrus, Florida, house built 2 years ago. Okay, so affordable housing means your income, your job. Do you have a steady income? And we run some numbers, we run some equations. It doesn't matter what your credit is. And then do you have a down payment? And guess what? If you don't, we've got some down payment assistance programs. If you're willing to do some work to the house, well, hey, guess what? Down payment assistance. We're going to match that. So I have high expectations, guys, because this is magic. This is a gift from God. So Jerry's on the team. So I got high expectations for my team, man. And I've told them all a few times, this ain't for everybody. Y'all had to learn at an accelerated rate. They did, because they came in new, right? So I let them know that from the beginning, but I believed in them. I believe in them still, always, until they make me not. I said, Jerry, we're moving, we're shaking. We want to buy some houses. I say, Jerry, I've got this mailing system set up to send out some mailers. I need you to gather a little bit of information on it. Yeah, Jerry, you know what I'm talking about.
It's coming. It's coming. It's real. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm with it. Then shit, fuck. We gonna be on here for a minute, y'all. It just is what it is, because y'all got to know this, man, because this is real life, and we're just like y'all. Because Jerry keeps telling me, man, you're Gene, man. They look at you like, and I'm like, what the fuck, dude, man? What? Come on, man. I'm me. I'm real. I keep it 100, and I care about people, man. And we got to have a truthful conversation. We're gonna have that, and if I can help you and uplift you, then I'm gonna do that. But if you won't let me, I'm not going to force you. But so Jerry, I say, Jerry, I need you to gather that information, and it's nothing. Here's the information right here. Here's who we order it from. I want you to target the list. What list are we going to target? Because we can send out mailers with pictures of the house on it that we're mailing it to. So that's a level up tactic that a lot of people don't have, right? So I'm like, Jerry, okay, and so he's like, okay. He says, yes. I got it. So for me, if one of my team says, yes, I got it, then that means it's done the right way too. So I can go do me and do what I'm supposed to do to keep the ship afloat. Well, it's later on in the day, and I ain't heard from Jerry all day now. And I know I see the slippage already. So I call him. I'm like, hey, Jerry, what's up, man? He's like, hey, what's up? I'm like, what's up with the mailers, man? What's going on? Talk to me. Tell me what you did. What we get done? What we doing?
So this was a Tuesday. Now, you know what we say. So what happened was.
Shit, nah. See, he tried that with me. You don't know what happened was. You said, I got it. And then when we talked later on that night, I'm like, did you do that? He like, no. Right. I said, did you watch the video you needed to watch? He like, well, he like, yeah, they cool, man. I'm like, hold up, what the? They cool, they good. I said, Jerry, man. I'm like,
there's a difference. There's a difference. And the difference was this. The difference was excellence. The difference was holding myself to a higher standard. And see, I'm glad you brought this up, Gene, because here's the thing. If it's real, if
this was before you quit your job too.
Yes. Here's the key, y'all. What I thought was good and what I thought was great wasn't good enough.
And the story ain't over yet, y'all, because this was Jerry's come to Jesus moment, and this is when he was still working at his job, and I didn't know that Jerry was working 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. because I feel like I pay Jerry decent, especially for what we're doing. This is fun, what we do. Is it not, Jerry?
It is. And actually, when I take into account all the time, sometimes I work later than that.
At the car dealership? At the car dealership? And so for 11 hours a day, you were just sitting around in the, what do they call it? The floor, the sales floor, like just hunting. waiting,
Yeah, we're out and
like a
about hunting.
like a
Yes,
hyena,
yes.
like Lou said, man, like a vulture. Now, vultures have a purpose
Mhm.
now, yo, though, and but we
They
all got to
do.
live. Yeah, yeah, well, absolutely, absolutely, it's circle of life, man. But Jerry's feeding me this BS, and I'm
Mhm.
like, brother, now y'all don't want to hear what I said because YouTube might kick
Yeah.
me off because you're playing with my life, man. I'm like, bro, and then you're playing with yours and your kids and your significant other and whoever else. And I'm like, all right, man, I'll do it. I said, I'm gonna holler at you though. He's like, man, y'all lying, man. I'm gonna holler at you. Boom, hung up the phone. But I'm like, listen, I count on Jerry. I
Yeah.
give you guys this analogy that we're at war because I'm at war every day for my success, man. And I just told you guys, man, I just joined the platinum mastermind. So we challenge each other in this mastermind, man. They pick apart your business and then you
Mhm.
get 3 months, 4 months with some set in stone goals to scale your business, always scaling, man, with some heavy hitters, 200 houses, 60 houses, matching Porsches. I don't even houses up in Maine or whatever, up in on the ocean type of.
Man.
And I was just mowing lawns, man. I'm from the mud. I grew up poor, but so I called Jerry, man, and I'm like, brother, we got to talk. What's up, man? You're better than this. You know what I mean? You're like, you are better than this. And I didn't know
Yeah.
he was working that. I didn't know you were working that though, those hours. And you were supposed to quit in April. And I'm like, wait, you're working 11 hours a day and you just said later than that sometimes? And then you're doing this. He was performing. We have challenges, everything. Like our challenge that's coming
Mhm.
up, man, y'all better get in it because we're changing lives. Clyde, we're going to talk. We got to talk to Clyde too. Shonda, we got all of y'all really,
ASAP.
man, ASAP.
Mhm.
Monday, Tuesday, we just, yeah, anyway. I'm like, Jerry. Jerry, I said, it's cool, man. I told Jerry, I said, man, this ain't for everybody, Jerry, and I won't be upset with you, brother, because you came in as a student, man. So you didn't even know anything, and now you're at a level a level of you're helping others. So that means you had to, but you're a high level person already anyway. So that
Mhm.
translates. I know it translates because of the financial engineer that I was talking to, and then I knew that before then too, though. But I said, so Jerry, I'm not upset with you. I can't be, brother. I said, you can go back into the inner circle. Jerry paid for my inner circle. Shit, like I paid Lou. What the dude? Shit. Jerry paid for my inner circle, man. And now he's on the squad. Jerry's my right hand man. Jerry Scottie Pippen got dog. My George Scottie Pippen, you got to win them championships. Anyway, I said, Jerry, Jerry, it's all good, man. I said, I'm not even tripping. I said, because we don't, the go getter family is going to make it do what it does, regardless, man. But I said, you got to answer one question, Jerry. I said, well, first off, you don't need that damn job. I said, you're away from your sons that much, your kids. I said, what do they say? How do they feel about that,
Mhm.
man? Because you don't need that job anymore, man. You don't now. And if you got a job, you got to pay bills. Hey, I respect it. Entrepreneurship isn't for everybody, and that's cool. But Jerry didn't need it. And I said, Jerry, it boils down to one thing, man. If you're cool with the alternative, it's all good, man. If you're cool with going back to the car dealership, if you're cool with it's all good, man. I
Yeah.
can't be mad at you. And Jerry, I don't know what you said or felt, man. What you
I was feeling some type of way about it because I knew that I wasn't showing the best parts of myself, not just for me, right? But for my kids. You know, when you're feeling like you're an absentee dad, like you're an absentee father because the time you do spend, you don't spend it.
hmm
But you lie, or I was lying to myself that I'm doing all this. I'm doing all this to make sure they're taken care of. But it was really just me, as I said last night, we were having this conversation. It was really just me being selfish.
mm
And to come to grips with that, it hurt. It hurt. It hurt bad.
But
And
I
not
gotta
and
interject.
no, go
I gotta
ahead. Go ahead.
interject because the devil tried to
Mhm.
get you real quick, and then I'm gone. Real quick, and then I'm gone,
Yeah.
man. Because I know we moving. the devil tried to get Jerry because right before he found out about becoming the bank and real estate and then and coming to the challenge, he had just made the most money in commission that he had ever made, you know, in his career. And he left a $180,000 a year job, y'all. So he just made the most money. And then he finds this new opportunity that is absolutely earth shattering for his life that will change the drudgery, the complacency, the happily miserable existence that it was. So the devil was like, hold on now, I still want you. And I told Jerry that. I said, man, that's what that was, Jerry. All that money ain't nothing, dude. Money is a tool. I'll spend everything I got. I have many times. And will today, man. But it's a tool. And so, Jerry, that's how that happened. And so, my bad. I had to bring that context, man, because you had devil, you got but were you cool with that alternative?
I couldn't go back. I couldn't go back and tell my boys, man. I couldn't go back and tell them. I couldn't. I'm gonna be there. I'll be there for you. I'll come see you. Let's go do it a different time. Or I don't, Dad out here, I'm making moves. Yeah, we making money, and I got to go take care of this and handle this. I ain't got enough to handle that right now. I couldn't face that anymore with them because I know that kids do what kids do, which is if we continue down this road of perdition with them, they'll start to take on our mannerisms and behaviors. They'll start to say, you know what, mom's got to work. Dad's got to work. I understand. Well, don't worry about it right now.
Mm-hmm.
We know you ain't got it. We'll get it next time. They'll start to adopt that mentality. And they already had.
Yep.
And for the life of me, I don't want that for my kids.
Real quick, you didn't want that. You always haven't wanted that for your kids, though, Jerry. See, that's the thing, right? And so we all don't, right? We didn't. So you didn't while you was working all them hours. That's why you was working all them hours. But we gotta not want that for ourselves first, man.
Yeah.
We gotta not want it for ourselves first, and then be able to and be willing to give everything. And see now, Jerry gives everything, man. I know Jerry done left it all on the field, man. And Jerry, when he makes a mistake, a misstep, shit, I just dropped all kinds of bags on my missteps. So y'all don't think I can accept a misstep from my team when they accept their shit? But we can't have excuses, man. And Jerry ain't got none. But he had to manifest out of that. So real quick, y'all, my bad for those new viewers. My name's Gene Boykin. I'm the founder of the Go Getter Family Real Estate Investing Academy. This is Coach Jerry. He's our executive coach and acquisition specialist, guys. We buy houses by becoming the bank. And Jerry was just involved in 3 deals these past 2 weeks that are $1 million houses. Well, not houses. It's 3 houses worth a little over $1 million. We're not spending any money. No credit checks. He was in negotiations with a bankruptcy trustee. Jerry came to the challenge in October. It's June. It's been eight months. How's it feel, Jerry? $1 million. I just said that. I just said $1 million to you. Houses that we're gonna own.
See, Gene. Here's the thing. Again, for me, it's liberating. It's freedom because I see it and I can taste it and I know it's there and it's tangible and it's real. And to some that may be on this channel for the first time, or some of you that may still have doubts, even at this moment when you hear it, you have to come to the point where whatever the thing is that you want, that you feel like is unattainable, is attainable, and that it's for you if you go get it, if you go work toward it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, like it's huge. And then again, coming here this week, man, it just solidified. It just continues to solidify
Yes,
what we
you had to be
already
ready.
know. Oh my goodness,
Yes,
man.
yes, yes.
What we already know it to
Yep.
be true.
Hmm.
So it comes down to this. What are you going to choose? Are you going to choose the ignorance? Are you going to choose your ego? Are you going to choose arrogance? Are you going to choose the excuse? I'm an entrepreneur. I got other stuff. I got other stuff I'm doing. I got a second business. I'm doing that. I don't have time to do this. Are you going to
Yep.
make that excuse for yourself?
Yep. Yep.
Oh, I work
A
so
lot of
many
people
hours
do.
a day. Yeah, and everybody depends on me, and I gotta do, and I gotta do, and then you give little to this,
Mm,
and this is your
that's
ticket out
all
of your
it is.
own prison.
Ooh, self-made prison. You've been saying that a lot this weekend.
Yes, because it's the truth, Gene.
And the truth
Man, I've
hurts,
seen.
y'all,
Oh my gosh, and you know what? If it
but
didn't
it won't
hurt,
harm you.
mm,
It won't harm you, but it might hurt you.
but it needs to hurt. You need to
Mm.
feel that sting. You need to feel that burn because if you feel it, that means you're alive, and that means you have time.
Ooh, man, shit, dude. I might have to go because that dog it down. Did y'all hear him? You gotta feel it. The truth has to hurt, man. And you gotta feel it because that means you are alive and that you have time, what some people don't. Mm. Jerry, that dude, the gentleman that is in Houston, Texas, by the way, guys, if you know what the Galleria is, he works in the tallest building in
Mm.
Houston. It's somewhere in the Galleria by the waterfalls, and he works for the company that owns that building, and he's a consultant for them, but he only consults on transactions
Oh
and
my God, Gene,
situations.
I don't mean to be disrespectful, but I have to
You
interrupt you.
good? You good? Please.
This man's walking around looking like a effing vagabond.
I told y'all he
You
looked
wouldn't
like
even
poor.
know. You would have no idea.
The man's high level too.
You would have no idea. I don't care who you are, where you're from, what your background demographic, you would have no idea that he
None.
is who he is. That what he owns here, that he's attained is there.
That's his most valuable asset, and this man plays with a lot of money.
You
A
would have no
lot.
idea. And the warmth that's coming off this individual, you can see it, you can feel it. The aurora, not a care in the world.
Man, why? What for? You're doing something, playing a fun game too, helping people too. So he makes 25,000 a month on this part time, right? But he told me, I talked to him, man. It's my dog, man, right? This is my guy. So I talked to him. He told me when he first found this, he was doing some other businesses, and they crashed and they burned. And he found this, and he was like, "Oh, I got these other businesses." Exactly what Jerry just said. And I don't even know that Jerry knew this about him, but this is exactly what he told me. When he found this, he kept on with his other couple of businesses and they crashed and burned like little entrepreneurial stuff. And he's a financial engineer. The deals that he does, it's a 150 million to $4 billion, and he makes $25,000 a month on this. And there's so many ways. So guys, he gets up and he tells a story, man. And then
Oh
we,
wow.
yeah, he gets up and he tells a story because the information, like I drop pixie dust, man, all over y'all, pixie dust, and y'all are getting it like I got it, man, like the basics. But I got to learn it, and then I got to learn it in the real estate streets. So I'm giving y'all the fundamentals, the game that I didn't get. I had to learn the hard way. But he gets up there and he says, "Yeah, we just got a tip in tax mitigation." Okay,
Oh,
not it's tax mitigation too. It's not even tax avoidance. There's a subtle difference too, but the money difference is so. He gets up and he's telling the story. He's like, because we just got this tax mitigation strategy that is unbelievable, but you got to do this at a high level. That's what y'all are coming. I got you. I got y'all. If you got you, if you got you, I'll see you at the Become the Bank Challenge, and I'll know you during the Become the Bank Challenge because you're going to do what you need to do to cause your success. You're going to get comfortable being uncomfortable. You are going to go through some things so that you can grow through some things. So that because it's not working for you right now, you are open to letting it work on you long enough until you become the person that you need to be able to make $25,000 a month net cash flow part time and be a, like Jerry said, you see his aura warm, shine. And Jerry told me he drove like a 2007 Honda CRV. I'm like, well, what the hell? I didn't even know that.
You couldn't pick him out of a crowd, Gene, because
Not even.
because those things, that stuff doesn't mean it doesn't mean that to him.
No,
But
he got
there are
his here,
multiple,
too.
yes, and there's multiple people just like that. And you have to ask yourself. So you have to ask yourself this question: your life, like your existence, the things you spend your time on. What do you do? What you're focusing on? Well, yeah, it's Friday. Let's go party. It's Saturday. Let's go party. Let's go party.
Oh, party.
And you're working all week for your weekend.
To be numb.
And you can't get out of
someplace
that.
You don't even want to be. Yeah. That loud music and you, man, I'll see what partying is to me is what I'm doing next month with Lou's Platinum Mastermind, man. Flying to Florida on the beach with my daughter and her nanny, man, and refining. It's a bit, man, this is just life, right? That's partying. So we get this tax strategy, right, that will mitigate your taxes by 95%. And this is a proven fact. We don't talk theories. We're not talking theoretically.
Oh, man. You got to say that just one more time.
It will,
because I don't even think they heard it. I don't even think they heard it, man.
I don't know, because I don't even see no flames on this in the comments. It'll mitigate your tax liability by 95%. And I'm going to tell you. So the gentleman gets up there and he's telling a story about a colleague or a business person, just an associate, networking, right, that he talks to. And the guy's like, he thinks he made it when he gets to pay $1 million in taxes. He's like, man, I can't wait till I pay $1 million in taxes. That's when I know I made it. Now, the year before, he made almost $3 million and he paid about 930 something, 960 something in taxes. So he was like happy because he was close to the million. So now this is right after the tax mitigation strategy that we received, that we invested in ourselves. I invested in my team. Jerry invested his time. Shape invested her time. Ileana invested her time in this, right? For y'all, for us, for the world, because we're going to change the world. But $1 million in taxes, almost 960 something. Guy made almost $3 million. Well, an accountant comes to him and he says, hey, I've got this tax strategy that if you pay me $50,000, I will lower your tax bill significantly. I'm not going to tell you what the strategy is, and I'm not going to guarantee the results either. Obviously, the accountant was somebody with some gravitas to even open their mouth to say something like that to somebody, to tell them to pay him $50,000, right? That's like these people out here on the internet that have fake results, that have read some results in a book and think they can teach you all how to do it. No, see, we do this at a high level around the country for ourselves, with our students. We do this. So he paid the guy $50,000. The next year, do you guys know that businessman paid $47,000 in taxes? He paid the accountant $50,000. He dropped his tax liability, his tax bill, by 95%. So the gentleman telling the story, who deals with the deals that are 150 million to 4 billion, this is the room that we're in, y'all. What room are you in? Now, y'all are in our room and you got the opportunity to be in our room. So the challenge starts Monday. So I hope to see new faces there too. So y'all can meet, network, high level people, because this is what we're doing. 2 houses in Suffolk, 1 in Citrus, and we're all over. Anyway, he says, so I did that tax strategy, but I didn't have to pay $50,000 for it because, see, I dropped pixie dust. And this dude, he said it. That's why I'm like, man, this is a moment, man. This is the universe. I'm supposed to be here, because he like, man, Lou just dropped some diamonds all over. I said, oh, I got chills. I was like, oh, my hand just went up, because y'all know I'll be dropping that pixie dust. My hand just, like reflex. I'm like, damn, he said diamonds. Yes, I just got pixie dust. But he dropped, I just got pixie dust. But anyway, he said he dropped his tax bill by 95%, and he's now making $25,000 a month net cash flow doing this part-time. And I talked to him. He said, man, I haven't even got started. And I said, I know. I know. That's why I'm so excited. I said, me too. Like, me, man, what? That's my soul brother too now. Go ahead, Jerry, man. Look ahead. This the room we in, Jerry. Where was you at
It's
this
just,
time last year, man?
oh,
Shit.
oh my gosh, dude, I'm out here slaving,
Here now.
thinking about the next day, thinking about the what am I gonna do? Who do I have to sell the car to, or who do we have to sign up in finance?
Mm,
Stressing,
mm,
feeling worthless,
mm,
just to get to the end of the month for a pat on the back, man.
mm. Ooh, Jerry, I seen your commission this month, Jerry. Ooh, you okay? You got over by 6 units. Okay. Damn life.
That's no. Everybody in this room, if you come back and watch this video, if it happens to pass your desk, if you need to know that you are worthy of the best in everything, in all the avails of life, and it's not working for somebody else. It's not giving your energy and your soul to them.
Nope.
It's you doing it for you. And then when you do it, you can now dig into that barrel, pull out some value, and offer it to someone else out of the goodness of your heart and not ask anything in return.
Mm.
But you can't do it until you change your mind about what you think is real.
Mm. What you think is real. Jerry, a damn modern day philosopher, man. Old Renaissance man looking ass. I'm just playing, man. You a Renaissance man,
I'm
bro.
just
Look at,
telling the truth, G.
I know. Hey, it's just the
That's the
truth, y'all.
truth.
That's all it is. Shit. That's it.
We're on this live, and we've been over just about an hour. Man, everything that we've learned these couple of days, man, it's like I'm just it's coming out of me.
Yep.
It's just flowing, and I want to share it.
Yep.
And I know that
Yep.
there's a time and a place for that.
Well, we got y'all. Y'all know what the time and the place is. The Become the Bank Challenge starts this Monday, June 12th, in 2 days. And guys, when you get the VIP, there's a 1 hour Q&A session on a private Zoom link before each day of the challenge. And Jerry comes on there at 6:30, y'all. Oh, I don't know if I was supposed to say that, because he's gonna be on there chopping it up with you. So if you show up early,
oh yeah,
he'll be there. But so that's where, right? But I gotta say this. I must. Because there's going to be people that see this video, man, and they just pass it, or they watch for a while, or they don't, whatever it is, man. I'm still going to do me, you going to do you, them. They're going to do what they're doing. There's people in the room that we're in that aren't catching it like you catching it. They're not grasping it, seeing it, because they're seeing every limiting belief. They're seeing every problem. They're conjuring up every obstacle that they can possibly and potentially conjure up. And what it's doing is it is causing them to miss those diamonds that are just being dropped, laid at your feet, man. And it's causing them to miss it. And those diamonds are actually God's grace. And we have to be open to it, though, man. Forget about, there can't be disbelief. How can there even be disbelief at this point? Like, if you're in the room that we're in, there can't, dude, if you might need to go to a hospital and get checked out, because y'all, man, so some of those people aren't even catching it. And Jerry, you're soaking it up, man. But you're aware of yourself, you're aware of your own misgivings, your own shortcomings. You are aware of that. So can't nobody tell you about your shortcomings and upset you, because you know you.
That's real.
Shit. Yeah, you know
but
you.
And recognizing that, Gene, is when you're able, again, to look in the mirror, when you're by yourself, when there's nobody there to judge you aside from yourself.
We love you too, Molly.
Yeah, Molly. When you're there by yourself, when it's just you versus you, you know what those deficiencies are. You know what those things are. Whether you choose to admit them in the presence of others or not, you're never going to pass a test until you do. You got to do it.
Yep.
You got to do it.
And God will set you down if you don't want to sit down and be humble. God will do it for you, or the universe, or whoever. You ain't gonna like that. But y'all, okay, now we've been rambling and giving y'all we going deep, man, because it's real, because it'll change your life. And there's so many people out here that want their life to change. They almost need it to change, because I talk to people on a daily basis that want their life to change, need their life to change. They want to be out of their situation. They want to change what the perception is of them, from their past or whatever. But we can't change our past. First off, it's only a history lesson. And if we're driving forward, how in the world can we continue to look in the rearview mirror? Because we won't see what's out in front of us and out the windshield. So, but we won't. We can't. It's a history lesson. That's it, right? And if we accept our shortcomings and have humility and say, wow, this is how I make you feel, this is what I'm causing you to feel or causing you to react this way, what are we doing? Lou said that. Jerry, you said that was the biggest lesson you picked up, man. So we're going to close. We've been on here a long time. But so, Jerry, man, go on. I know you got a sermon real quick. I know you got one.
It's just, I've been around this. I've been around the sun a couple of times. It's the sun has risen and fallen on my life. Again, more times than I can count. And I've never had an opportunity like this stand in front of me for what it is, with me seeking at the same time. I'm seeking there. There have been many times in my life that I've sought and it was not there because I was not ready. I was not ready here. I was not ready here. But then when those two things lined up, y'all, and then it showed itself again. I was telling a story today to you about the situation, man, when I was a young pup, right? An opportunity presented itself and I couldn't even see it. It could have punched me in the face and I wouldn't have saw it. Don't let this happen to you. Don't go to sleep. Don't go to sleep tonight and let this be you. The challenge is right here. Commit to yourself. Stop committing your time to people, to things, to stuff that tomorrow is going to be gone. Or individuals that don't have a light, that don't seek to pour positivity and value back into you. Seek inward. Look inside. Yeah, because that's where it is, where you're able to pull the greatness out of yourself.
Pull it out. Sometimes we need some help pulling that out, man.
We do.
That's why the Go-Getter family exists. That's why this community exists, because that's what we do. And that's why I said, like, man, can't nobody see Jerry takes constructive criticism gladly from certain people. But then, like I said, man, can't nobody tell Jerry about himself and he gonna be all fucked up about, and excuse my French, all messed up by they're just, because one, he takes constructive criticism from a place of love when it comes from a place of love, and he knows who those people happen to be. So if it's not coming from a place of love, well, check this out. That's something that they need to work on, really, with themselves. So Jerry ain't tripping about it. You know what I mean? We gotta look within. We gotta look within, man. And so that's the whole thing. When you got that purpose, that's what the Go-Getter family is here to help that community. But see, again, when you got that purpose, it pulls you, because you're going to get pulled by distractions, your past, but the purpose will pull you stronger. But it has to be built on character and integrity. And Jerry, that's why you're like a dang magnet, man, of light. You know what I mean? To the people that are here. And you said you've been around the sun a couple times, man, but you flew close to that sun like Icarus. For those of you that know the story of Icarus, right? When you were 20, man, you said that opportunity looked you dead in the face, probably punched you in the face, and you didn't see it, man. And another opportunity like that didn't come around for another 20 years. 20 years. Do y'all got 20 years? Jerry was a young man then. Now he just looked this way, y'all. Shit, he damn near 40 now, about to be 40. He keeps saying that. 40's our best, man. What? I'm 42, man. I just look like this. Yeah. Anyway, but so it's got to be built on character, man, integrity, right? And then though, see, this is the thing. It's built on character. It's built on integrity, and so you're doing right by people. You know what I mean? You're doing right by people, and so you've got to know that you got to be conscious of the details, of the small stuff. Jerry, I had to get on you a lot about that in the beginning, but you took a DISC behavioral assessment. We do this at a high level, y'all, super high level. So Jerry took a DISC, so we knew that Jerry's personality wasn't details. Now Jerry's like a damn Sergeant Slaughter on the details. He japs out like I do on the details. Now I'm like, yes. So anyway, we got to be conscious of those details, those small details, and then right, and then we got to know, man, that day, just that day, guys, just that day that we gave everything that we had, just that day. Because see, this is the thing. When we're conscious of the small details and we know that day that we gave everything that we had, that's what will help us to make it through, guys. Because see, it's the day to day that knocks people off course. And it just has to knock you off course a little bit, 2 millimeters, and then it knocks you all the way off course. So when we know that we gave our all that day and we were conscious of the little things, then we can now have something called self-confidence, right? We can have confidence, we can have enthusiasm, but it's not the outward enthusiasm, guys. It's the enthusiasm within that radiates out. And this is all the recipe, man. But see, in doing that, with that enthusiasm built on character, knowing you looked over the small details, knowing you gave everything that you had that day, those day-to-day things that pull people off of their course, their purpose, guess what? This is what helps you get through the day, and then it helps you get through the week, and then it'll help you get through the month, because you have somewhere you're going. You have a purpose. It'll help you get through that year. Think about what I'm saying, y'all, now, please, because this is what happens to us, right? And see, this is the thing. The results of this, just like Jerry, man, I'm picking on him, man. That's my dog. But it's a true story. It's the true success story of Jerry Anderson, y'all. Shit, we got the dog to touch the world. But see, this is the thing. The results of this are great. Buying a house by becoming a bank, no credit checks, no money out of your own pocket, all that good stuff. But you can't try to skip to the end. See, because when you skip to the end, you overlook details. You overlook, critical pieces, because the results are so good. You won't do that. You got to slow down to speed up. You're conscious of those things. And then with that enthusiasm radiating out, right? We're providing service to other people. We're helping other people. And knowing that we gave our all that day, that doesn't mean that, we've got to fax that document to the bank. So, we'll do it in the morning when we wake up, and we just left the client's house. Well, guess what? We're at home sleeping like a baby, but the client's up all night, nervous, biting their nails, because we're saving them. Damn, they're saving their life. A godsend, really. And I've heard that plenty of times from people, because this is real estate that we are buying, owning, and we get the opportunity to help people. So we're not doing that. If something needs to be done, right, since we don't need to skip to the end. We enjoy the process, because the end is right there in sight. And the process, it gets better and better. And our lives get better and better. So now, if something needs to be done, guess what? You don't have to send somebody else off to do it. If something needs to be learned or whatever, you're willing to do it.
Oh my goodness.
You're willing to do it. You've got to be. I'm willing to do it, right? This is what you have to be. If you want to be successful, you have to be willing to do it. You have to be willing to learn it. And then other people will follow that if that's what you desire, right? But hey, see, this is the whole thing too, right?
Yeah.
Because see, if we're willing to do it, we're willing to learn that thing. You want to know why that is? Because we know that we have to be prepared. We've got to prepare for that meeting. We've got to prepare for that training. We've got to prepare for that presentation. Because see, when success shows up, if you're ill prepared, success isn't going to come to you. Opportunity won't come to you, because it'll waste itself on you, and it won't do that, because you could have helped those people if you were prepared. Right? If you prepared for that meeting. So success, opportunity, it comes to those that are prepared. because you're not going to fumble the ball at the goal line. You will help those people. You will affect those people's lives. And in the end, when you can put those things together that I just gave you in this long, all of y'all in this long ass soliloquy, when you can put those together, man, it'll make every day better. You will have that self-awareness. You'll be able to soak in this knowledge and see the opportunity and not conjure up the damn obstacles, not try to skip to the end and not have any fear for what? Fear for what? That's when you'll win. That's when you'll win.
Gene, I want to close with this, Gene. You know, the young man today was talking about the marathon of the sands, you know, in the Sahara. It's a 160-mile ultra marathon. And it's been going on for 37 years. So this I know to be true. There have been multiple winners of this race. It's an ultra. You're out there in the Sahara. That's a daunting place to be for the average person. The Sahara Desert, y'all. I hope y'all are hearing me. And this runner was one of the greatest runners in the world. This young man was one of the greatest runners in the world. But he needed a coach. Every time he trained for it, he would fail in training. Once he got a coach, he won the race. This is over a 15-year span, 10 times.
Once he got that coach.
This is one of the most grueling, the hardest races in the world. It's only been ran 37 times, y'all. And he's won it 10 times.
He lost the first one, though.
When I say you have to want this, you have to want this like you wanted nothing else. And if you want this like you want nothing else, for those who are already working towards the goal, even for those who are just trying to, you've come to the door to hit the light switch to change your mentality. Once you see that there has to be a specific level of desperation for this, because you've never been desperate before in your life, but to run away. You have to be desperate for this. And if you're desperate for this, and if you keep showing up, and if you keep working, and if you keep sacrificing so you don't suffer, and you keep sacrificing so you don't suffer, opportunity will be there. And you'll have joy. And you'll be successful. And then you'll continue to move the level, that lever of success. It will continue to change for you and evolve for you. That what you once thought success was, it's now something new. And it's something that's more broad. And it develops like a flower. It opens up to you because you opened up to it.
Oh, man, shit. Y'all better watch that twice. Jerry said, we ain't never been desperate for anything but to run away from something. But think about it. I thought about that, man. That's true. In my life, man, before I finally decided, before I went through the fire and became refined into the gold that I knew I always was, I was only desperate to run away from a situation, from somebody judging me, or a vulnerable moment for me. I was running away because man. But then that desperation switched. And I knew, though, that because it was hard, I had been through so many hard things in my life that they built me up. They didn't break me down. That didn't happen to me. It happened for me. When I knew that, well, now I was desperate to never be in this situation again. And I knew that whatever hard thing put itself in front of me on my path, that it would only refine me. That's it. And I was open to being refined in whatever form that came in. Whether I had to humble myself, whether I had to show immense gratitude for every person, every situation, every moment, every opportunity, every difficulty, every risk, every painful thing that was there, I was thankful. Gratitude. And I display it all the time. Everybody here knows. They're like, oh, go get her family. Oh, they're looking at, oh, Jerry, everybody, oh, go get family. And I'm like, man, I'm so thankful that Lou Brown, man, because I wouldn't be, there would not be a me. So I'm thankful, man. And if you get tired of me saying thank you, well, guess what? I'm going to keep on saying it. Because, man, I'm like, dude, I'm taking my daughter, man, to the beach because she said she wanted to go to the beach again. She has a passport stamp. I didn't get to a beach till I was 41, man, my 41st birthday, man. So you're damn right. I'm always going to show gratitude and reverence for how I found this and who taught me and who refined me. Because that's when you continue to, the universe continues to give to you. But because I know don't nobody owe me nothing, man. And when you, man, feel like you're owed something, well, go try to collect, man. So anyway, guys, hey, we got deep tonight, but Monday, listen, it's on. We hype now. Now the emotions is gone. Now they out there, man, because we love y'all. We do. Now hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Go check out some of my previous videos. There's a couple of links in the description to some previous videos, but there's a link in the description to the challenge. Again, if you want to be in a situation where you can actually even consider you and your daughter flying first class to Florida and flying her nanny there as well for 5 days on a beach. If you just want to be able to consider that really, truly in your life, where it's not some pie in the sky shit, where it's like some shit you can do. But just 2 years ago, you were working an hourly wage in the hot ass sun, sweating, coming home dirty. If you want to be able to break those damn generational chains and give yourself a chance, an opportunity, but be willing to give everything you got and enjoy the process, though. If you want to do that, I'll see you at the challenge, man, Monday. Jerry will see you. Shit, the crew, man, will see you. Shafta, Ileana, Molly. Molly's going to be there. Carlos is going to be there. Shit, who else? Sean is going to be there. And Uket's going to be there. Monty's going to be there. I'm so happy, man, because this ain't a moment. It's a movement, y'all. So, hey, we're going to get on up out of here, man. Y'all know what it is. Until next time, let's get to it, y'all.
I'm a go-getter.